Hi guys, it's Angela from Rhythm Wigs by Headspace NC. Welcome to another Maintenance Monday. I've been away for a little bit, but I'm back. Just back from an amazing family cruise to the Key West, Labadee, Haiti, but most importantly, and the reason for choosing this cruise is because there was a 2 day stay in Cuba. I'm not sure if I've mentioned before, but my mother's from Cuba, and I wanted to take my children there. I've been there once before, and I wanted to give my children an introduction to their grandmother's homeland. So, anyway, I'm back, and I was gonna talk to you a little bit about the wigs that I wore on the cruise and the experience I had with wearing the wigs and the wind and how I kind of how it all went. But instead, what I wanted to do is introduce you to a dear friend of mine. I'm actually in DC now for just the weekend, spending some time with her. And I saw how she experiences rhythm wigs. And I was just amazed, overjoyed. So we did a video so you can kind of get some of that kind of experience, what I experienced in seeing her wear her rhythm wig right out of her wig bag, her suitcase, and I wanted to share that with you. It's a little long, but I hope you find it entertaining. She's a beautiful person, beautiful spirit. So I'm gonna do that, and maybe next time I will talk to you about the wigs that I took and my experience in very windy conditions on a cruise and how rhythm wigs held up. I'm sorry, I'm outside and there's all this noise. Let's see if I could show you where I am. Let's do it this way. This is where I am. So I'm at the wharf in DC, and so anyway, I'm not going to hold you. Just want you to know that I'm back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching these videos. I just got a new client yesterday, and she told me that she watched all my videos, and I'm just overjoyed because I make videos and it's not a completely comfortable thing for me. So I love that they are helpful and that you are enjoying them and finding that they're a good resource for you. If you want to check out my styles, you can find me at rhythmwigs.com. That's RHYTHMWIGS.com. Or you can give me a call at 919-371-8229. Okay, until next time, love, peace, and rhythm. Bye. So, Leslie, I just saw you take your beautiful rhythm wig out of its carrying case, out of a suitcase, fluff it, put it on, and I have seen you wear it for a few hours now, almost
Yeah.
the whole afternoon.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about your background. I know that you've been wanting to have a different style option. You've been wearing your hair the way you've worn your hair for many years now.
Yeah.
And you wanted something different. So I designed this wig for you knowing that you were really open to experiencing color.
Yeah.
You used to do color a
It's a
lot.
little tough for me,
I
but
I get that,
yeah.
and I know in your profession, you're a physician, and I know that you do have some, not really restrictions, but
I'm a
you
little more conservative.
a little more conservative
Yeah.
than me, absolutely. So I wanted to push your envelope because that's what we do, is to
Okay.
get women to.
And I'm happy you did.
Thank you, I appreciate that. So your husband actually asked me to commission me to make this wig for you. So when I saw you for the first time unpack it, do what you needed to do to get it on, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that
Yeah.
process, and wear it, and it looked like this. And I know that you're tender-headed. I know that you're not a wig wearer, but you've wanted to be a wig
I did,
wearer
yeah,
as
yeah.
a way of getting options. So tell me a little bit about your experience now with this custom-made rhythm wig.
So, since I've been involved with your company, and I was a background person in the company, but secretly I've always felt a little envious that I couldn't participate and
Vulnerability is
wear
beautiful on you.
and wear and wear some of the wigs that I saw so many people being transformed by, and they're beautiful, and I see how you custom make each one for every client. So I was always thinking, like, I want that. In fact, I've always said to you, we have to find a way that I can do this. But like you said, I have all these isms and barriers against, I don't like things tight on my head. I'm pretty tender-headed. I don't like my hair pulled or touched. Sometimes it gives me a headache, or I feel tense or whatever. So there were a lot of barriers that you had to overcome, but because you know who I am, and you asked the right questions, it's really, really weird that having worn this all day long, I even mentioned to you earlier, I'm like, wow, it's like it's so cool. I was sitting in the sun and it's airy, but it's very, very lightweight. And I'm just shocked that it doesn't, the cap had to be very large to fit my hair under it, but I'm surprised that it doesn't feel like it's confining, you know, and that was one of the biggest concerns for me, that I would feel confined such that after an hour or so I had to rip it off, and, you know, I can wear this all day long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you look amazing. And another thing, because I know that you'd be okay with this, you know that we design wigs with mature Black women in mind, right?
Yes.
And so I'm thinking about.
I know I'm outside of that demographic. I'm on the younger side.
Well, I'm proudly in my 50s, so I'm very good with that.
Yeah. I'm late 20.
You don't look a day over 19. And I'm thinking about the fact that some of us may be going through menopause, or just have different reasons why you're concerned about heat and so on.
Did you see me with the fan earlier?
I saw you with the fan
Yes.
earlier. A fabulous fan. So talk to me a little bit about that, you know, wearing a wig and still feeling comfortable, even though you're...
Again, that was another thing that really surprised me, and that we were outside sitting, eating, and we were in the sun, and I was surprised that I did not feel very warm when I used the fan. The hair moved with the fan.
Right.
And
not off. But...
on that note, my mom was wearing the wig that you made for her. And it's funny because we were in the backyard talking while she had it on, and she scratched her head and said, "I could feel my scalp." You know, which was, you know, surprising for the wigs that were back in the day that my grandmother used to wear. So she was really surprised that she could feel her scalp.
Amazing.
So yeah, just feeling the inside of this, you can really feel your scalp. You don't have that itchy problem or things like that. So that's another thing that's really great about this wig.
So full disclosure, Leslie and I have been friends for a long time, and our friendship is completely, we tell each other what we need to know. It's true friendship. We don't gloss over. We want the best for each other, so that requires us to be really truthful. And so one of the reasons why this means so much to me is because I know that if there was something that we needed to change in our design, in how we think about the women that we serve, this woman would be the one to tell me. Right. And so hearing her say these things, I know that it comes from just a complete truthful space, and I'm just so pleased that this is working for you.
It really is. The other thing on that note that I want to say about the design of this wig is that I know Rhythm Wigs carries a variety of styles. Some of them are a little bit more straight than the others, and some have visible parts and stuff. But as we know, again, because of the hair that is under this wig, I'm not able to wear one of those styles that have a more flat top. I need a little bit more volume to cover up the hair that I have under here. So again, this curly style, and I also have another rhythm wig. The curlier styles without a visible part work better for me. you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they're a little less expensive also. But again, as I said, they give you some options. You can have a little more volume here in the way that we designed them. But you kind of have a mock part, right? You have
a mock part.
an illusion of a part that Leslie tends to like.
And with this particular style, I have a pin here holding it over to the side, so I really can eliminate the part if I want to,
Right,
but I
right.
chose to kind of like separate it
Right,
here,
right.
and it's just a look that I wanted.
So ladies, these are beautiful custom wigs. They are an extension of you. They're not hair hats. And so what Leslie is doing is making this work for her. And that's what I want to kind of encourage you all to do. You're putting it on. This really emulates our own hair. And so when you have your afro, whatever, you don't just wake up and shake it and go. You may need to do different things to it to get it to look just the way that you want. So I encourage you to do that with your rhythm wigs any way that you see fit, any way that you want to, the style that you want to rock that day. I just love what I'm looking at. You look so different.
Now you know I'm getting ready to go out, so I'm about to take this off,
Yes.
which is why you wanted to film me before I took it off.
Yes,
Should
to go
I
out,
take
so
it off
she
on
has
camera,
to
or-
take her shower and then put it back on to go out. Let's just make that clear. So I'll get some photos of you later. I think this is enough for the video. We'll get some photos and folks can see what's going on underneath. Thank you so much, Les. I
All right,
appreciate it. Love
thanks.
you.
All right.
Mwah.